Hello everyone, it's Shauna here from White Crane Qigong with this week's Qigong practice. This week we're working on the kidneys and bladder. So think of strength and courage, like the water behind me, always flowing back to source and looking to go nice and low and deep. So we're really working the water in the body to purify the system, leave you feeling like you have a really strong, steady foundation so that no matter what life brings, you're very deeply rooted and connected to your essence, your higher self. This is a relatively easy practice, lots of nice circular motions. There's a couple of forms in here that might be more challenging, but what is life without challenges? You know, the more that we're able to work through them, the stronger that we become.
We begin with our hands in prayer at the heart, sending our love and light to all beings upon this earth. Allow the hands to wash down through center. We'll begin in bamboo in the wind for this practice. Taking 3 deep breaths in through the nose, just releasing out through the mouth. Drawing up the energy of the earth through the legs and allowing the energy of the sky to move through the crown chakra. Just finding your place here upon this earth and in this moment to begin our practice for today. We will start with the feet. You'll be lifting one heel and then the other, and you're really using the strength in your feet. So we're pressing into the master point for the kidneys and strengthening through the legs. Our feet are our connection with our Great Mother. You can pick up the pace a little here if you like. You might notice this practice is also quite good for your balance. Now come to a stop, and we'll step out to the left into Wuji, or emptiness. With your feet anchored, we'll breathe in and raise the arms up to the level of the shoulder. And then you're just going to circle back, palm facing forward, and then the hands float back down. Let's try this on the other side. Breathing in, raise the hands up nice and soft, and then circle your opposite arm behind you as though you're sweeping the energy up, hand over, and then float down. Breathing in, hands are soft and yin, active as they float back and gather. And you'll notice my hands are not quite the level of my shoulder. If we raise the hands too high, this brings tension into the shoulders and the upper back. Reaching behind, sweeping back up, and then over and float down. Now hands on the hips, and we'll come into some hip rotations. Feet remain connected with the earth, head connected with the heavens, and you're really leaning into either hip as you circle forward and back, around and through. You'll feel this all across the base of your feet. Now change direction and we'll go the other way. A nice opening for the lower back, and just helping you to find your own rhythm as we move a little deeper into our practice. always going at your own pace. Breathing is natural, in and out through the nose. Now release, let your hands come down by your sides, and we'll breathe in and raise all the way up overhead. Drawing this energy down will wash all the way through the body. Your hands will slide across to your back, chin to chest, generous bend in the knees, and then we slide back up the inside of the legs. Folding forward, hands come up the inside of the legs along the kidney channel. And as we breathe out and fold down, they run along the back of the legs, along the bladder channel. Now we'll step out just a little bit wider and we'll come into knocking on the door of life. Just knocking either side of the spine and either side of the front of the hips. We're activating a point called Ming Men, as well as nourishing the kidneys. Now we'll tap up at the lung 1 and lung 2 points, a soft pocket just in the crease of your shoulder and your chest. Again, the breathing is natural, and we're just tapping either side. And here, it's the momentum of my lower body that's really allowing my arms to move out to either side. And then we'll just slow down, come to a stop, and then we're going to step out into Mabu from here, or horse stance. Always sink down nice and low, keeping your back straight for this practice. Feet are straight out in front of you, and the legs are strong. Turn to one side, and then we'll push out. Release the hands back in, come back to center. We turn and push. We're moving into some bear forms here, which are very good for the kidneys, strengthening your memory, your willpower, helping to clear old emotions out of the body. Back to center. My hands are soft, then active as we push out. Back in, and then we'll push out one more time. And you'll notice I'm not moving my legs here. Now, breathing out, we're going to fold down, generous bend in the knees, turning to one side. We breathe in again, and then we lean back and straighten the leg. Come back to center, fold over, turn. We breathe in and come up, breathe out to push. It's as though you're coming up and trying to push something heavy to the side. Here we're able to really get into the kidney meridian while strengthening the lower back, which is where our kidneys and adrenal glands sit. Pushing out, you'll notice this is very strong for the legs. And when we work with the kidneys and the bladder, we really do want to strengthen these foundations of the body. Now, after you come back in, you'll step 1 foot 45 degrees to the side. We breathe in and up and out to push out. It's as though you're turning a large bowl in front of you. Breathing in as we lean back and out to push forward. We're turning this ball, pushing it out. The hands are a metaphor for turning the energy or moving the energy within the abdomen. Breathing in to come up, out to push out. Here we draw the front foot back. You notice I'm just turning 45 degrees and then pushing out on this side. You'll also notice my back foot is also at about 45 degrees while the front foot is straight. This offers me a nice anchor. I'm also not leaning too far back, and I'm not losing my balance as I lean forward. We're always maintaining this center or grounded position. Come back in and reach one hand behind your back and one out at your forehead. We're going to lean into one leg, sweep down and across, palm over in front of the face, and then we lean through. Here I'm shifting the weight from one leg to the other. So here I'm coming across, I'm leaning into that same leg, sweeping through and shifting the weight to the other side. Breathing in to gather and out to sweep. Now we'll swap hands and do the same on the other side. Again, this is very beneficial for your kidneys. The kidneys are the home of our essence and are akin to the batteries of your body. They help to filter our blood and old emotions. They're very important within the body system, and they sit at the root of the body in the lower dantian. Coming back up, and we'll just bring both arms up to the side and sweep back down. Here we're going to hold a chi ball at the lower dantian, and you're just going to be turning this ball over from top to bottom. The hands are nice and soft. Try to release the tension in the wrists and the palms. And then we'll add to this form. We'll draw the top hand up and we'll windmill the arms around. And we press down. Breathe in to expand and breathe out to contract or press. Breathing in to expand, and we're really working the energy through this midline of the body, really gathering in and drawing it into the lower dantian to recharge these internal batteries. Coming back down and in, and then breathing in and coming up, and release back down, always going at your own pace and using your breath. So we're breathing out to press and in to come around. Keep going for a couple more rounds. I'm about to get distracted by these cute little dogs. To complete this form, you will do the same arm movements as you did for the previous form, where both your arms will come out at the level of the shoulder and then just float down. And when the arms float down, they just float down on the out breath. Now gather the hands in front of the lower dantian, and we're going to expand open and breathe in, and then out to breathe out. So we're really working this area of the lower dantian. This is called compressing the pearl. So imagine you're just like the waves behind me. We expand and then we contract. This is this natural rhythm and flow of the energy of the entire cosmos. And when we can align ourselves to our own inner harmony, we come into balance or equanimity. Breathing out. And then you're going to breathe in and release back down. Drawing the hands one over the other. Thumbs pressed together. This connects the meridian for the lung channel. Runs from the tip of the thumb up the arm. Allowing this energy to settle before we come into a little form called pebble in a pond. Again, I'm just shifting the weight from one leg to the other, and the hands are continually changing position. So as the top hand sweeps out, it then turns over to come underneath, and then the top hand becomes the bottom. Breathing out to sweep out, breathing in to come in. And again here the hands are soft and I'm not leaning too far forward. I don't want to lose my balance. When we're centered and grounded, we tend to be able to remain calm in any situation. We've cultivated that deep inner root with our highest self and the energy of the cosmos. This practice today is dedicated to my friend Lone. It's her birthday, and I know she loves these nice, round, flowing forms. So this is for you, my dear friend. Circling the lower dantian 9 times in our practice of Mofu, nourishing the organs. Allow your belly to be soft and relaxed here. And we just really circulate the chi through the lower dantian. Breathing is natural. Legs are strong. Head aligned with the heavens, feeling completely connected to yourself and all that is. Allow your hands to rest at the lower dantian and then release by your sides. And we gather up 3 times, calling our energy and our spirit back to us, washing this beautiful energy of the earth and sky through the body, allowing any impurities to just release through the base of the feet. One last round as we come back together into this moment, the only time that there ever is. Bring your left foot back in and just stand here for a moment and let your energy settle and really feel yourself present, alive. and attuned. Thank you always for joining me. I so appreciate your time, your comments, your feedback, and in particular, your energy. No matter where we are in this world, when we train together, we connect on a deep, intrinsic, and spiritual level. Sending you all so much love and goodness from our part of the world here in Australia to wherever you are. Keep shining your light. It reaches farther than you may ever know.